Hi guys, it's Cindy from Life and Times with Cyndi. Today I'm doing part 3. I can't believe that I'm actually doing, it'll probably be 4 parts to this video series. But this past weekend I celebrated my 60th birthday, and my girlfriends, 2 of my girlfriends and I have been planning this for a while, with a little help from my daughters. Thank you, girls. It started with a couple's dinner on Friday, which was so much fun. My friends and I really had not gotten together in a very long time. And then Saturday, I went to high tea with 2 of my cousins, my 2 daughters, and my 2 best friends, and one of my really close girlfriends. And it was actually supposed to be a few other people, but they weren't able to come. But we still had a great time. We had tea at this beautiful restaurant inside of a local hotel that is very famous and very well known. And it was so amazing. So when I left you off, we were rushing to get to the park where we were going to be doing the photo shoot with several of my girlfriends. I think there ended up being 12 of us. Yes, I think 11 or 12 of us. So 2 of my girlfriends my 2 best friends were behind trying to take care of everything that we had done at the tea. My cousin and I rushed, changed our clothes at the hotel. The staff at the hotel was so great. They held our things for us, and then when it was time for us to change, we just took them a ticket and went to the bathroom and changed our clothes. One of the things I forgot to tell you in the second video was that when we were going into the bathroom to change our clothes, this lady came up to us and she said, "Oh my gosh, y'all look so beautiful." She said, we saw you guys when you were in the tea room. And she said, "I just had to say something." She said, "As a matter of fact," and she was whispering, she said, "We took a little picture of you guys." It's like, wow. So we got that a lot while we were at the hotel. People just kept stopping us. So we're rushing like through traffic. My daughters had gotten in their cars and they were leaving to go join us. They had already changed their clothes and they were leaving to go join us at the park where we were going to be taking pictures. When I first started looking for a location for us to take a group photo, I looked at several parks. This particular park is centrally located to a lot of the people that were going to be in the photograph, and I didn't want them to have to travel very far for this photo session. Originally, I think we had like 20 ladies that were invited. Actually, even before then, originally I was going to have all of my girl family members come down. The twins, my cousin's daughter, all of my cousins, my goddaughter, her sister, my aunts. But I realized that it was a lot to ask my aunts, who are a little older, to come out to a park and take pictures. And then for my family where my mom and them lived, it would have been like an 1.5 to 2 hour drive, depending on traffic. And so I decided, you know what, I'll just go home to them. And then throughout this year, I'll make sure that I take pictures with other family members, because my goal is to create a book of memories for my 60th birthday for this year, or do like a gallery wall of all of the women who have influenced my life, who have been a part of my life for so long and have actually helped foster who I am today. And so that was my goal and that was my plan. But plans change. And so we ended up having, like I said, I think including me, there were 11 or 12 ladies. So we're rushing to get to the park because we are late. I've already contacted my photographer and let her know, and she said no problem. I'm out here looking around. Everything's fine. I had some girlfriends that were already on their way there or were there already, and so they were going to keep her company until we got there. And as we're getting on the highway, my cousin realizes that her phone has died, and I am trying to like not let my phone die, because if someone needs to contact me, I want them to be able to contact me. Now, originally the men in our life were supposed to have gone and gone to Top Golf that day to hang out. But a lot of the men couldn't make it. And so my girlfriend from Alabama, her husband, my husband, and my son-in-law, they actually spent the day together. And I think they went out to eat, and they just sat around and chatted. And as a matter of fact, when we came back home that evening, when my daughter brought me back to pick up my stuff so that I could go to the country to see my family, they were still hanging around outside our front yard. And I never took a picture of the three of them, and I wish I had now, but I didn't get a chance to. And so we realized that my cousin's phone has died, and so she can't put the address in her GPS. And for whatever reason, if my phone, I think it's because I don't have like a normal phone plan, but for whatever reason, my phone will not connect unless I'm on the internet, which is crazy. That doesn't really help me if I'm, need directions somewhere. I've got to figure that one out. So my other cousin that went to the tea just happened to be leaving at the same time as we were. So we were like, well, we're going to follow her, because I know she has her GPS on, because she had just asked where is the location of the park that we were going to be taking the photos at. So we're following her, and we're on the highway, and we're like, you're not losing us, because we'll be lost, at least to get out of where we were down at the oceanfront to get to where we were going to the park. I kind of knew where the park was, but I needed to be able to get to it like from a different location. So long story short, we followed her. Thank God she knew where she was going, because she helped get us to our destination. So we're pulling up into the park, and I noticed that a couple of ladies are already at this gazebo, because when I was scouting out locations, when I saw this gazebo, I was like, that's where I want to have my pictures taken, because it's beautiful. So it's like this beautiful gazebo, and then it's near the water. They had put in like a man-made lake, and so we will be able to take like backdrop photos with the lake. It has like mature trees. It has like a little pathway that you can walk to, and then it has like a bridge. And I already knew from looking at too many photos on Pinterest, I knew that I wanted a picture with balloons. I wanted a picture with a cupcake. I didn't know at the time that they had actually ordered an actual cake for me, and then cupcakes for all of the ladies who came to the photo shoot. And so I knew I wanted a cupcake photo. I knew I wanted a photo on the bridge. I knew I wanted a photo with the balloons. But this particular day, the wind was blowing like crazy. The other thing I knew that I wanted was I knew that I wanted to take a picture with a crown and a sash. And so I ordered a crown and a sash to wear on my 60th birthday. And so this is the sash that I wore in my favorite color. So this is the sash, and it says Birthday Queen, and it has a little crown at the end of it. And like I said, it's in my favorite color. My two favorite colors are aqua blue and like sage green, but blue is actually my favorite color. And then this is the crown. It's like a tiara, but it's a crown fit for a queen. And you guys know, hey, I'm the Disney queen. So this is the crown that I wore. If I could tell you what went into choosing a crown, I saw a gold one with different color jewels. I saw a rose gold one. I saw one that was all silver, like your typical what you see crown. But then I saw this one in my favorite color, and oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. And I was like, yeah, I've got to have this. So this is the crown that I wore in my photographs. So my friends had already given me a keepsake box to put cards and memorabilia from this occasion in. So when we were traveling, I had my sash and my crown in that box. And I think I showed it to you in my last video, but I'll show it to you again. It is a wooden box and it's embossed and it's a heart, and it is just, it's beautiful. So I had my crown and my sash in there, but they also gave me, and then like this was like on a wish list, but I didn't have time to order one for myself. And that was the other thing. Every time I would say, okay, I think I want to do this, or I think I want to do that, and I think I'm going to order this, because I was going to order cupcakes, like, so that I could, thank all of the ladies who came. What I'm actually probably going to do now is, well, I know I'm going to do it because I've already ordered it. I'm going to get thank you cards, and I ordered photos from the photo session. So each lady will get a group photo, and then they will get a photo of themselves from the photo session, because my photographer, oh my gosh, she was amazing. So like I said, I had like a whole list of things that I wanted for the photo shoot. So I sent the list to my best friend who was setting everything up, and I sent a list to the photographer. So I knew I wanted each of the ladies to have like their own mini session. I wanted to take a picture with them, and then I also wanted us to take a couple of group photos. So I already knew I wanted a photo of all of us in front of that gazebo, because it's gorgeous. I knew that where we were located, that ladies would be able to take pictures, like if they wanted to take pictures in front of the water, or if they wanted some trees in the background, or if they wanted to be on the walkway area that leads you out to the bridge. I knew that I wanted to take a balloon photo at the bridge, even though the wind was blowing like crazy. I knew I wanted to take a picture holding my crown. I knew that I wanted to take a picture with a cupcake. I had no clue that they were bringing an actual cake for me to have. So I ended up having 2 birthday cakes. The young lady who did the cake and cupcakes, I've known her since she was a baby. I knew her mom when her mom was a teenager. Like, they kind of made me really feel my age on that particular day, because I was like, wow, I've watched the 2 of you grow up. And now the young lady has her own business. And so they presented me with this beautiful cake. It had my name on it. It said happy birthday. It had 60 on it. And it was in my favorite color.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cynthia. Happy birthday to you. From all in the house. Come here, Miriam. Elena, come up, Elena and brother. Y'all come up. Alana, Elena. Alana. Make cupcakes. Oh, don't put those in the pan like that. Don't put them in the pan like that. Yes. Wow. Alana made the cake and the cupcakes, and Miriam donated.
And then I realized when I sliced a piece of it recently that it also was strawberry on the inside, which is my favorite, one of my favorite flavors. So I had this list of things that I knew I wanted to do. I wanted a picture of all of us in arms together, facing forward, but I also wanted a picture of us with our arms linked together with just the back of us. And oh my gosh, it turned out so good. Our photographer was so patient. She was, whatever the ladies wanted to do, she made sure that everything that was on my list, that was taken care of. But one of the things that I had thought originally about doing was you know, like the year that you were born, like a sign with the year that you were born, not realizing that my girlfriends ordered a sign that says back in 1964. So it has all of these different things that happened the year that I was born. So it says the U.S. president at the time was Lyndon B. Johnson. Okay, Lord, I'm old. Sports, World Series champs were St. Louis Cardinals. NFL champs were Cleveland Browns. Stanley Cup champs were Toronto Maple Leafs. NBA champs was the Boston Celtics. Slang, give me some skin. This is funny. Shake hands, hang loose, relax, let's jam, leaving a place. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Out of sight, awesome, going steady, and dating. Okay. Movies were Topkapi. I don't think I've ever heard of that. It's Topkapi. Marnie. Mary Poppins. Gotta get some Disney in there. Father Goose and Send Me No Flowers. Okay, well, it was 1964. I was just born, so other than Mary Poppins, I've never heard of any of these. Celebrity births. Keanu Reeves. I know who he is, but I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his name right. Rob Lowe. Sarah Palin. No comment. Lori Loughlin and Nicolas Cage. Okay. News. Bob Pettit becomes the first NBA player to score 20,000 points. Elizabeth Taylor marries Richard Burton for the first time. Oscar winners. Best film is Tom Jones. Best director is Tony Richardson. Best actor is Sidney Poitier. Best actress is Patricia Neal. Popular music. Okay, let's see if I've heard any of these. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Okay, I know that one. The Beatles. You Really Got Me. The Knicks. The Kinks. Not the Knicks. The Kinks. I think I know that one. Where Did Our Love Go? The Supremes. My Girl Sloppy. The Vibrations. I don't think I've heard that one. What Things Cost. Okay, so the year that I was born, a new home cost $18,900. Can we go back to that time? Medium household income was $6,600. A stamp costs you 5 cents, people. A gallon of gas is 30 cents. A dozen eggs was 54 cents a carton. Yeah, can we go back to that? I don't want to go back to 1964, but can we go back to those prices? But yeah, this is so cute. So yeah, that is the sign that they gave me. And so I had the sign for my photos. I had the keepsake box in my photos. I did a photo with cupcakes. I did a photo where I was holding the crown. I did a photo with the balloons. Like, when I say that she was willing to do whatever was on that list, that's what we did. So I want to say we were out there a couple of hours, getting my vitamin D in, and I took pictures with each of the ladies. We took a couple of group photos. I took pictures with my 2 cousins. I took pictures with my girls. I took pictures with my best friends. And then I took a picture with the ladies who had helped plan and set up everything for my birthday. I took a picture with my photographer because she was just amazing. And so by that point, it was getting late, and I knew I needed to get on the road because my mom was going to actually meet us halfway so that she could pick me up, so that my daughter didn't have to go all the way to where my mom lived, because my daughter had been up since 2:30 that morning because she works early in the morning to open up the store that she works at. And so the time is starting to get away from us, and I was like, okay, guys, we're going to probably have to wrap this up. And people have to get back on the road because one girlfriend, like I said, she was coming from North Carolina. The other one was coming from Washington, D.C. And I knew people had church the next morning. Like, we were having so much fun just hanging out and talking and enjoying. It was a beautiful sunny day. I mean, the day couldn't have been any better. No rain. It's weird. The night before, Thursday night, we had like a tornado warning. It was pouring down rain. The wind was blowing like crazy. But Friday evening through Saturday and Sunday, beautiful. I'm not gonna say not a cloud in the sky, because there were definitely clouds in the sky. But it was just a beautiful weekend. And so I had to say goodbye to everyone, and everybody else was kind of leaving, and my girlfriend reminded me that I had not taken my picture on the bridge. And so the photographer and my girlfriend and we walked over to the bridge so that we could take some pictures over there, because that was where I wanted to do like the balloon photo. I watched entirely too much Pinterest. And so we did those, and we, laughed and talked a little bit more. And then we walked back, and my daughter had put everything in the car. They had packed up the cake. They had packed up all the props, and other than the balloons. And then we had to get those balloons back in there. And then at the time, I thought I was saying goodbye to my best friends from Alabama, because they were going to be pulling out not the next day, but that following day. But I would be out of town, so I wouldn't be able to see them. And so I hugged her and told her I couldn't wait to see her in May when my goddaughter graduates and becomes doctor. And I said, I'll see you the next time. I thanked everybody so much for just coming out and spending the time with me today. One of my other girlfriends, she kept saying, I penciled you in for the day, so there's no rush. I don't have anything that I have to do or anywhere I have to be. I'm just here for you, Sheila. I appreciate that so much. And so we said goodbye to everybody who hadn't already left. One of my cousins actually had to leave even earlier, so she's not in the group photo, but she's in a photo with me and my two cousins. And so, yeah, it was again another beautiful part of the day. I will never forget it. I love my photos. I keep looking at them and I'm like, wow. I got up early this morning and I ordered them. I hope they come in a little sooner than what they're saying they're going to come in. But yeah, my goal is to give everyone a photo and a thank you card. And I'm going to try to go today and pick those up. I got so many cards, so many well wishes. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day, and I wouldn't change anything that I had planned for that weekend at all. Everything was just wonderful. And so my daughter and we went back to the house so I could pick up my suitcase and the food that my husband had purchased that morning, because on Sunday I was planning to cook for my family for dinner for my actual birthday. And so we get back to the house and we're packing the stuff up, and then she calls her husband and he says they're almost at the house. So that was like, well, we'll stay so that you can see my girlfriend's husband, because Nikki hadn't gotten a chance to see him. And I said, and I'll get to see my son-in-law, and I'll say goodbye to my husband, because I'm not going to see him until Sunday afternoon. And so that's what we did. They pulled up like just as we were putting the last of the things in the car. And then I was supposed to call my mom and tell her I was going to be on my way, and that she could start making her way to meet us. But then my daughter said, you know what? I really am hungry, because really all we had that day was the tea, the things at the tea, and she had been up, like I said, from 2:30 in the morning, and so she was hungry. And she's like I am. If she doesn't get something to eat, she'll end up having a migraine. And I didn't want her to not feel. She was already not feeling well. She had been sick a couple of weeks before that with a really bad sinus infection, and she was just starting to come out of that. She's a lot better now than she was like days ago. And so she said, let's go join everybody else, because they're eating at, I think it's like a Asian restaurant. It's somewhere I had never heard of before. And so my day still had not ended. We took absolutely no pictures when we went to the restaurant, but we sat down and we chatted, and I really got to say goodbye to the people who were still left, the girlfriend from DC and the girlfriend that was from North Carolina. I really got to sit down and say goodbye to my best friend who lives here locally, and to my best friend that lives in Alabama, and tell them, I know they got tired of hearing me saying it, but I just kept saying, thank y'all so much for everything that you did. Like, I was just overwhelmed with just their generosity and just how much they wanted the day to be special for me. And so it was the best time. I had the best time. And so I think it was 6:30, 7 o'clock before we finally got on the road. And God bless my poor mama. So my daughter had said, I'll take you all the way to Mimi's house, because I don't want her to have to come out. But then when we talked to my mom was like, no, I'm going to meet you guys. You just tell me where to meet you. And so we ended up meeting. Originally, we were going to meet at my daughter's apartment so that she wouldn't have as far to go. But then we said, no, we don't want my mom, who is 80 years old. I mean, she doesn't look 80. She doesn't act 80. She's still moving around, doing good. We said, we'll meet you somewhere closer to where you are so that you won't have to go as far. So when we got there, she was already there. And we unloaded the car, and my sister and the twins were waiting for me back at the house, because the plan originally was we were going to do like a sleepover. Now, not sleep on the floor, because I'm 60 years old now and that's not going to happen. But we were going to watch Frozen. We was going to cuddle up underneath a blanket. But by the time I got to my mom's house and we unpacked the car with all the groceries and food for Sunday, I was tired. The twins were tired. My sister was tired. My mom was tired. So we proceeded to try to watch a movie. I think we lasted to the coronation. And then we were all like, nah, it's time for bed. Even the babies were ready for bed. So, yeah, the next video that you'll see after this one is Sunday. So I went to church and spent time with my family Sunday afternoon, and we had a ball too. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you'd like to know when the next video will come out, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. So until I see you the next time, guys, have a blessed day. Bye.